start streaming. And then we do streaming now, youtube.com/MichaelMaliceOfficial. Tweet, copy, tweet. Send it there, share, live dashboard. Hopefully the audio is working. It is working. We go here, live chat, show and tell, live stream, and we are go. Good. All right, we got a lot of showing and telling to do. A lot of showing and telling. I've been busy with the super chat money, and I'm gonna give it back to the community. 1 second. I'm just gonna find one tweet. Okay. Hi, everybody. Okay. God, I got so much stuff to show you. Ooh. All right. Oh, that was fast. I loved you everywhere this week. Oh, well, thank you, Richard. That's so nice. I had fun this week. Hey, Greg, I had a lot of fun this week. And I want to show you guys all this cool stuff that I feel like when people super chat stuff for a purpose, I have to like show it. I have to have an episode where I show everything because there's so much cool stuff that I've acquired in my hoarderdom. We're going to give people a minute to get here. And yeah, I got a lot to get through. It's a situation. It's a situation. Oh, we're already up to 100 people. Okay, great. I don't know where to start. Do we start with the cheap stuff and go up to the expensive stuff? Like, what do we do? You're welcome. Well, thank you. That's very nice. So, yeah, all the live streams are on Patreon. Okay, cheap stuff first. Okay, we're gonna do the cheap stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys about this Clubman. Pinot is the company. Pinaud. So there's 8 bottles. I haven't smelled them yet, and I'm gonna smell them all on air. So Clubman. Let me tell the story about Clubman. Okay, if you go online and go to these different websites and go down this rabbit hole. God dang it. By the way, Greg M. Oh, hi, Michael. I listened to your audiobook and couldn't put it down. Well, how would you put down an audiobook? I find it very hopeful. Hey, Bradley. I find it very hopeful for anarchists. I love the Jared Taylor chapter where you systematically reply to the arguments. Yeah, I think that's the point where me would be like, all right, you've taken too many red pills, pull back. Love the book. The relationship between Rothbard and Buchanan was interesting. Both men I respect a lot. Would love to see you interview Nick Fuentes, and you're welcome. Anarchist versus Paleocon, who I both respect and watch both shows every night. The problem with that, I met Nick in DC not that long ago. We just chatted briefly. I don't think there's any animosity. Certainly not on my end. I know he's had some beef with some people. With Richard Spencer, I believe. I don't know anything more really about that, or nothing that I can recount. The problem with doing a show on gas and having advertisers is you have to be careful, and I'm sure he understands that too. So I'm in a really tricky position, and you see if they're going after who they just go after. I mean, they're targeting people who are far more innocuous than me. So I have to be careful. Oh, I'm sure I haven't gotten the only people I get the most heat from. I think anyone who has a sense of humor is going to at least be at most Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know. Any of those that segment of the kind. I guess I'd put him in alt right. I don't know if he would agree. If as long as they have a sense of humor, I think the most I'm gonna get from them is an eye roll. The ones who are really like, okay, Jews, blah blah blah. I'm a lost cause on them, and that's fine. Um, but yeah, I don't. I'm glad to know that he has no beef. I'm not surprised, and I'm not surprised. Um, okay, so let's talk about Clubman. Okay, so I went down this shaving soap rabbit hole, as you know, and then I went down looking at like vintage aftershaves and colognes. And there is something that is notoriously regarded as the worst aftershave on earth. So obviously, I'm like, I gotta get this. So it's by a company named Clubman. No, Pinot is the company, excuse me. And their main aftershave, I'm sure you've all. It's the opposite of my usual line. I'm sure you've never heard of it. I'm sure you have heard of it. I mean, this logo is something that is probably very familiar to a lot of you. I hope you realize that Darren Wendt is one of your most loyal fans. Man is a goddamn saint. Of course, I was just talking to him earlier today. He's a good guy. And a good dad. His daughter's adorable. Oh my, and I would not say that if I didn't mean it. Trust me. 'Cause some of those kids are not cute. Um, so you've seen this guy, this logo, the Clubman, whatever. So they also have something regarded as the worst aftershave on earth. It's called Lilac Vegetal. So I'm like, I gotta get this to see what it smells like. And since Adam sent me, he sent me PayPal money. He goes, spend it on something stupid. I'm like, okay, now I have an excuse to waste money on dumb things, and it'll be fun for you guys. So Lilac Vegetal was one. So there's 8 bottles of this. I got the whole line. Okay, after I smelled 3, I'm like, all right, I'll get the whole line so I can smell them on the show. This is regarded as the worst cologne ever because it smelled $1 for every year from Ella. Aw, Ella. This is regarded as the worst cologne on earth. Aftershave. I don't know the difference between aftershave and no cologne you wear is longer, stronger smelling, because it smells like a urinal. Okay, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get it. So if you go down like these rabbit holes and look up lilac vegetal, you'll see all these funny people talking about it, funny posts. In the same way as if you go on Amazon and look up those Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, which apparently cause extreme diarrhea and stomach distension because of how they make it sugar-free. And the reviews on Amazon were like, I'm a 6'3", 240-pound man, and I was crying more than I ever have in my life. The gates of hell opened out of my ass. For 12 hours, I was in the toilet crying for, you know what I mean? It was really, really funny. So Lilac Vegetal is supposed to smell like a urinal. I've got Garbage Pail Kid stuff coming. Oh, no, don't worry. I got the Garbage Pail Kids here. And I've got also, this is from Sam. Sam sent me these. We're going to get to those in a second, the Garbage Pail Kids candy. I got a lot of stuff to show you all. And I've got 2 of the mini museums that I gave to Joe. I'm not messing around with the show and tell. Okay. So, Lilac Vegetal. So I got this, opened it up, and I smelled it. And it's really hard to describe scents over video, obviously. But let me smell it again. And it does... Okay, here's the thing with this. It does smell like a urinal. And here's my... But the thing is, not a urinal in the sense of pee. A urinal in the sense of, like a cleanser, right? So here's my theory with this. You know how sometimes you'll hear a cover, and then you'll hear the original, and you'll think the original is the cover because you heard it second, right? So this, I bet this came first, then they made the urinal smell like this, then people stopped wearing this, so people think it's mimicking the urinal, where the urinal is mimicking this. So the smell is very detergent-y. It's cleansery, and it's not good. It's not good. It does smell like Penn Station. So, and it's strong. but it's not unpleasant. It's just like instantly you're taken to like a Port Authority. It's like you know this smell. It does smell like those urinal also mixed with a little bit of talcum powder, like powder. So yeah. So is this guy? Oh God, some people are so annoying. Jesus Christ. So that's the first. So I'm like, all right, it doesn't smell that bad, but it just smells interesting. So then let's go through the entire rest of the line. I haven't smelled the rest of these, but they're very, very old timey. Tell Mr. Abbott your haircut. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Who's Mr. Abbott? Um, okay, so let's go through the other scents that they have. So many of these scents have become kind of mimicked and, are very, known. Okay, so the main one is Clubman, right? So we're going to smell Clubman. That's the main one. And they have it as a pomade. They have it now as a shaving soap. They have it as this and that. Yeah, this smells good, and it smells old-fashioned, but in a good way. Very clean, it smells exactly like a talc, like talcum powder. It smells nice. It's very kind of. I can see hipsters being all over this because it's clean, one note, um, old-fashioned. I think the rule with the hipster is you want to smell like grandpa, but not like dad. Okay, so that's one. Then they also have. I love this. Special Reserve. Ooh. Like it's some kind of whiskey. Like you have the regular one. This is the same price. So I haven't smelled this one yet. It's darker color. Let me smell it. Oh, see, this smells cheap, but like fuck, like musky, and it smells nice. Find the one that smells the most like New Jersey, and you'll snag all the ladies. New Jersey, they wear yeah, Terry Mugler. They wear Angel. Um, yeah, this smells. It's sweet. It smells sweet. It smells sweet and powdery. It's like if you would be. I could very easily see a woman wearing this. The fact that it's just got it's for men, but you can easily. This is much more. It's pretty feminine for me, as far as scents go. Then they have the vanilla one. Okay. Oh, this doesn't smell like vanilla at all. This smells harsh. Oh, I don't like this at all. It's astringent. It's giving me a headache immediately. Um, I don't even know how to describe it. It just smells very alcoholy and yeah, it just smells like a cleanser. I think this smells worse than the urinal one, than Lilac Vigil. It's really bad. I really don't like it. Okay, that's half of them. Then there's this one, Virgin Island Bay Rum. I love this logo. It's so fucking old timey. I think this is supposed to smell like Old Spice. I think they're kind of like peers of each other. Yeah, this is just spicy. It smells like it smells like steak sauce. I would say. Okay. Then we have I got hooked on Suavecito when I was stationed in Pendleton. I can send a jar to compound if you would like. Is Suavecito a real thing? What is this? Oh, it is a real thing. No, I don't need. Oh God, no. Oh, Suavecito. Okay. This. Oh, I don't know. This is not for me. What is it though? Is it a pomade? No, my pomade's from Japan, baby. Yeah, I don't need that. No, no, no. My pomade's from Japan. I use concrete. Okay, so then we have two kinds of musk. We're gonna leave those toward the end. Lime sec. I don't know what sec means in this context. SEC. It's there's a description. A zesty fougere fragrance with a top note of lime cools and refreshes. Okay, let's see this. I also, by the way, recently smelled Aqua Velva. They still make it. It smells good. I'm probably gonna track down a bottle of High Karate at some point because that's like the notoriously worst one of colognes. Okay, lime sec. Thank you for everything. The book is awesome. A live stream about the three types of anarchism would be awesome. I don't know that much. I think there's more than three. There's anarcho-communism, anarcho-syndicalism, anarcho-capitalism, tech anarchy, anarcho-primitivism. There's like eight of them. There's a little flags for all of them. Ooh, Oh, this is weird. Oh, it does smell like that lime flavoring. You know, like not like limes. I like this. This smells like lime window cleaner. Yeah, it's got a. These all have a strong scent. That's the thing. Like back in the day, like it's strong scented. Okay, then we have the citrus musk and the clubman musk. Okay, so we're gonna read the regular musk first. Clubman musk is a classic aftershave cologne with a unique blend of ingredients. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. All right, let's smell this. Ooh, this one is really good. It smells cheap, but it's kind of sweet. It's sweet. This is a winner. The regular musk. This is a winner. It does have that old man smell in a very kind of pleasant way. Like it puts a smile on your face. It smells like a barber. Like it reminds me of barbershops. And then we have the citrus musk, a cool citrus. Hi, Mike. Would you say the new right are current culture creators in the U.S.? Well, don't spoil my book. Are corporation media playing catch up along with social justice warrior stories? Well, that's yes, yes. That's how corporations work. They appropriate culture creators and they process them and excrete them in a way that the masses can understand and appreciate. And there's a very big pun intended in there. All right. Oh, I don't like this one at all. Citrus musk. This is very harsh. Maybe like lemon rind. It's not good. Mainstream and corporate media. I don't know what you mean, though. Mainstream and corporate media is corporations. Okay, so that's all of those. Okay, next. Then, thanks to Greg, I got this as well. I got this for the package, which I thought was really, really cool. It's called High Gear Aftershave Lotion. It's from the 60s. I love this little box. Phrasing. And then look, it's full. It says, gives aftershave comfort for all types of shaves. Special ingredients keep skin cool, refreshed, and smooth after every shave. The label you could see through the box. This is such a cool jar. And when I smell it, and this shit was cheap. This wasn't exorbitant. It smells like Aquavelva. It's clear, and now they think about that, it's, yeah. High Gear, I guess, is maybe High Karate. They're trying to play off of that. It smells like Aquavelva, and it's really nice. This really pleasant smell. Yeah, so it's cool to have on my. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's just cool to have it and to show people. There's just fun stuff you can find on eBay. There's two other fragrances. There's one called LSD, which is like $70, but it's just like weird. They made a fragrance called LSD. Okay. Then, let me just check one thing. So Sam sent me the Garbage Pail Kids candy. So these are only available at FYE stores. $3 for this shit. That's bullshit. So this one is Atom Bomb. It's cherry flavored popping candy milk chocolate. This is okay. And this one is Leaky Lindsay. I remember their names for fuck's sake. Green citrus frosting filled white chocolate. It's like boogers. Okay. And we have the cereal. And Sam also sent me these, which are Mama Lil's peppers, pickled Hungarian goat horn peppers in oil. Now I'm gonna try these. I can't handle spicy food, but when you pickle spicy food, it just becomes less spicy. This is very Italian. A delicious Italian appetizer with bread on sandwiches, pizza, salad, and eggs. This label's bothering me. This label's bothering me because the grammar's all fucked up. Let me read it to you. I'm triggered. A delicious Italian appetizer with bread and goat or cream cheese. Okay. Then the following is its own sentence. On sandwiches, pizza, salads, and eggs, period. Over pasta, rice, or baked potato, period. A garnish for steak, poultry, or fish, period. Use the oil. That's in boldface with an exclamation point. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, it opens easy. Okay. Oh, it's that. These are sweet peppers. All right. Sam also sent a box of these to Bridget Fetisi, who I did an interview with this week. Oh, it's so oily. Ooh. Okay, let's try this. Mm. Oh. Nope. These are spicy. Hey, Sam. These are spicy. These are spicy. And I'm a little bitch. No can do. I'm gonna put these to a good home, though, I promise. Ooh. No. All right. Whew. All right. It's gonna be spicy on the way out, too. Okay. Oh, and I got something else. Vintage cologne. My favorite, I think the best television show of all time is Dallas. So I'm like, all right, I've got money to spend on stupid things. I got Dallas aftershave and cologne. And in the back it says, as dynamic and take charge as a Texas power dealer, ... As rugged as a wildcatter, Dallas. Brisk, smooth, easy authority. The fragrance that plays to win. So let's smell these. So you can see that there's two in this cheap plastic thing. So I hope they smell the same. And I'm going to smell the aftershave. Here's the aftershave. It's a cool jar. Cool bottle. I don't know why it makes that noise, but it does. Oh, it's the cap and then there's a top. Okay, got it. Maybe they separate out over time. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ooh. This smells like cologne. I mean, this is the most generic smelling cologne. I'm wearing cologne. Yeah. This is straight, just, I can't even describe it. It's just the scent of cologne. I guess that's what they call fougere talc. All right. So that is that. I know what I'm going to do with this. Okay. Then now we're going to get into the Garbage Pail Kids. And then I got a book in the mini museum. Ooh, I still feel that heat. God damn it. Okay, Garbage Pail Kids. We're going to do the cereal first. So here's the Garbage Pail Kids cereal. It's only available at FYE. It says, what's your favorite... I don't get it. So there's a little joke on the back. Darren, not many people got my joke that the Dreamers would wake up with Bobby Ewing in their shower. Well, thanks for spoiling season 7. Okay. So this is... Hey, Mark, will you perhaps make an appearance on NPR to promote the new right? If they asked, of course. I am going to be on C-SPAN, apparently, for an hour, for Book TV. I would be on... By the way, here's what's happening. The book is selling much better than I thought. I'm shocked and delighted. So they might not be able to avoid having me on. So yeah, I mean, I'm not turning down really appearances. So this is an old garbage... They used to have comic strips on the back. What's your favorite Mexican food? Refried beans. Then whose favorite is refried beans? That doesn't make any sense. Then you'll like this a lot. What is it? Rechewed gum. Hilarious. Then there's a maze and a secret message. Jews did 9/11. Well, that's not a secret. Okay. So, let's pop this open. Let's pop this bad boy open. There's tape. I gotta take the tape off. I want to keep it. I'm gonna be... Matt Lewis had such a good time with me. I'm going back on his show this week. On his podcast. All right. Okay, we got it open. Let's take a look. Remember when cereals came with the best choking hazards? I do. When do you make New York Times bestseller list, and will they review your book or try to ignore it? Honey Badger, I don't know if when I find out. It might be next week, it might be never, and I don't know if they'll review it. I have no idea. They might try to ignore it. Make sure, Bradley, I already bought 2 beta fish today, because Greg Morin sent me PayPal. He goes, I want you to buy a fish for your house and for the set, and I'm like, all right. So I went to Petco and I bought 2 betas. I have them in my house, and I didn't buy ugly ones. I bought pretty ones. Sorry. So this is the Garbage Pail Kids cereal. It's supposed to be Crazy Crisps with marshmallow barf bits. I don't know why barf would look like a cross sections of a column. It's very pink. This is the Frankenberry color. Let's see what this tastes like. It's probably gonna taste like Frankenberry. It's Frankenberry tasting. It's Rice Krispies like a Frankenberry taste. It's actually surprisingly not sweet. It's not that sweet at all. Yeah, it's a rice cereal. It's strawberry crisp rice cereal with marshmallows. Let's try marshmallow. There's barely any marshmallows. This is some bullshit. Look at this. Look at the proportions here. This is some bullshit. Oh, they're soft. This isn't like those Lucky Charms marshmallows. They're soft. That's crazy. I wonder how that would hold up in milk. Oh, it's so sweet, that marshmallow. Oh, man. All right. Oh, wait, there's something in here. There's something in here. Holy shit. Holy shit, there's something in here. Holy shit. Ooh, we got a secret message. What does it say? What does it say? Hey, your betas should become roommates. They are roommates. They're in the same tank. I've got a divider. Okay. Back in the box you go. All right. Okay. Who did I just... Alright. It comes with... Oh! That's pretty cool. A couple of, Garbage Pail Kids cards. So I guess there's only 4 of them, because this makes the thing. And they're not stickers, they're cards. That's some bullshit. Some bullshit. Bullshit. Alright. Now we're gonna try the candy. Thank you, Sam. Which should I try first? I'm gonna try the white chocolate, because that sounds bad. Oh, it says leaky bar. Okay. Kind of like tiki bar, maybe? Alright, I want to open it carefully so I can keep the label. Okay. Oh god, this is so cool. You guys, this is so cool. Look, 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 it's green. Like boogers. Okay. Oh, this is bullshit. It's just, there's no even symbol on it. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh! This is so cool. It's got green goo in it. Look. It's like, jelly. Ooh. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh my god, and rich. Oh man, this is a situation. I can't do this. I cannot do this. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That is so fucking sweet. And I like sweet, but I hate white chocolate because it's so rich. It's like eating butter. The inside is like I can't even tell. It's some nondescript gel. Okay. And here we go. This one is cherry flavored candy pop white chocolate. I'm gonna bring this to the studio tomorrow to give to Drew and Peter and whoever else wants it. And yes, I know white chocolate's technically not chocolate. I don't need the speech. Okay. I do like the gold foil. That's kind of cool. And then, all right. Okay, so this is going to be cherry flavored with popping candy. Oh, it's got Pop Rocks in it. Mmm. This tastes cheap, like cheap milk chocolate. You could taste the cherry, though. It's a mild cherry. This is bad, too. All right. Okay, this is a situation. This is... I'm glad I know. Now you know. You know, this is just a gimmick. Save your money and buy more cologne. Vintage cologne. Instead of new Garbage Pail Kids. This is kind of random, but have you ever heard of prions being used as an assassination tool or bioweapons? I don't know what a prion is. I'm sorry. So the answer is no, not at all. All right. Okay. So this is for the show. Now, do we do the book? Or do we do the mini museums? Which should we do first? Buy some glitter for yourself. Oh, no, that's not. No. We're not doing that. You know that line in the book. I'm still finding that fucking glitter. Whew. Okay, we're going to do the mini museums. So, I have number 3 and number 4 here. This is number 3. Okay, so I didn't give this to Joe, but it comes in a stand. Okay? And let's go through what's in here. You have Space Gems. Is it? Can you see it on the screen? Should I turn it off? I think I should turn it off. You have Space Gems, which are 4.5 billion years old. Oldest Earth, 4.3 billion years old. Something from the Great Oxygenation Event. I'm going from the top row. 3.3 billion years old. Oldest river, the Finky River, 400 million years old. So that's the first row, the top 4. Then you have Jurassic Tree, a crinoid, which is like a starfish relative, an echinoderm, from 170 million years ago. Spinosaurus spine, Ankylosaurus bone, Mosasaur, which is like a big like predatory whale. Warren Dent suggested I contribute through other sources. Which do you prefer? I think PayPal's the best. They take the least. If you go to michaelmalice.com/contribute, you can do it that way. I'm just going to put that here. Mosasaur jaw. Then you have part of the San Andreas Fault. Megalodon tooth. Moldavite, 14.4 million years old. Giant sloth claw. And dire wolf bone. That's the third row. Then we have Egyptian papyrus. Viking axe from the 10th century. Can you see that little you can see the Viking axe pretty. It's that little triangle right here. And next to the Viking axe in the 4th row, we have samurai sword from the 14th century, and it's got a little bit of the metal on top of a little bit of the cloth. Venice, 14th century. Rough opal from Australia. That's the 4th row. Then you have a piece of the first transatlantic cable. Alcatraz. W2 Enigma rotor. Fordite, which Fordite is really awesome. If you guys haven't, Google Fordite. How many black friends do you have? Too many. And part of the Cavern Club where the Beatles played. Then you have part of a Blackbird SR-71. Pele's soccer ball. Charles and Diana's wedding cake. Steve Jobs' turtleneck. And then part of Space Station Mir cosmonaut food. So that's in this. This is number 3. 1 and 2 are like $1,500 on eBay. So these you could still get for $300. It's the best present anyone. I mean, it's just if for a kid, it blows your mind. Absolutely blows your mind. I hope they got a lot of sales because of me, because I am such a fan of this product. Then we have here. This is number 4. Okay, this just came out 2018, last year. So it has extraterrestrial amino acids from 4.5 billion years ago, lunar highlands from 3.2 billion years ago, copper crystals from 300 million years ago, the Great Dying, I don't even know what that is, 252 million years ago, Pangaea, 200 million years ago, dinosaur food, cycad, they still have cycads now, plesiosaur paddle, raptor bone, like velociraptor, mega croc. Then there's water from the Amazon River in a vial. And what I really like about this is when you turn it, there's like some dirt in it too. So it's kind of moves around. So that I really, really think is cool. A piece of Stonehenge, the quarry they used. Mummy beads from the 1st century millennium. Roman bath. A knight's sword from the 14th century. Aztec Empire obsidian tool. Then you have a deck chair that was in the Lusitania. Winston Churchill's muff. Piece of the Hollywood sign. A piece of the window from the Manhattan Project. It sparkles. A piece of the brick from the White House. Muhammad Ali's speed bag. Piece of the Concorde jet rotor. Rough sapphire. Piece of the first space shuttle, Columbia. And a piece of the human heart. Mike, do you think Camille could join us if I offer through you? No, it's not going to happen. Also, do you know the content is legit? Heck, how do they gather this? So I was just going to say each of these comes with a book. And each of the books... I'll get you the book right now. Give me 30 seconds. All right. So they come packaged really cool. And this is the book it comes with. And each of them not only describes what you have, each of the items. Yeah, he's super busy, Greg. I haven't been able to get a hold of him even to do this show. So it describes what the item is. And also how they acquired it. The provenance. So, for example, for the Manhattan sign, it says the specimen in the mini museum is a 2-piece fragment of the original sign salvaged during the 1978 reconstruction. It was acquired from the private collection of a retired Los Angeles sound engineer. So these books are really awesome. The one thing I don't like... Oh, no. Yeah, I don't like that they're slightly different sizes, so that fucks with my OCD. I emailed them and I said, you guys, I'm such a fan of this. It took everything I had not to tell Joe that it has... Thad's not... I don't know about Thad having plans, Greg. It took everything I had not to tell Joe that it has a piece of John Bonet sash and Kate Spade's scarf. And actually, for a future mini museum, they told me they had a celebrity's ashes that they would have going to use. So, yeah. Okay, now we're going to talk about the book. So, as you know, I'm going through the Harlem Renaissance and doing like all sorts of research and reading all the novels. There was one novel I read which was absolutely amazing because it's a satire. It was written in, I think, 1931. I want to say, let me tell you right now. It was written in 1931. And to have a satire written back then that still holds up is, to me, nothing short of a little miracle. Now, the book is hokey and dopey in some ways because it's a satire, so it's like over the top. But it's really funny. And the premise of this book, and the author is named Georgia Schuyler, the premise of the book is Some scientist invents a treatment that allows black people to become white. And he plays out what would happen in America as a consequence of this. And it's really, really funny. And you know where it's going to go, but it's interesting to see how it happens. And he makes fun of W.B. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey, all these figures in very mean ways. So I looked him up after, and it turns out he was the Black Mencken, they called him. He wrote for Mencken's American Mercury. His name's George Schuyler. And he became a conservative later in his life. He was a communist at the time, or around that time. And then he became a total pariah. Like, you weren't even allowed to talk to him. And he wrote this book, his autobiography, Black and Conservative, and it came out in 1966. And I got a this copy is signed. I got a signed copy. So he's an interesting figure, and I can't wait to read more. And by the way, this is from Arlington House, which was really a great publisher. If you go on at abooks.com and look up books by Arlington House by publisher, you're going to find a lot of cool, rare old titles. All right, mister, I set up a monthly donation on PayPal, and it's all thanks to that loser Darren Went. Yeah. What do you think of capital nationalism? Goggle it. Okay, I'll goggle it right now. ABE Books. Capital nationalism is capitalist. I'm goggling it. I don't know what this is. It looks like something on 4chan. Everyone is a shareholder of their government. Is that Moldbug? Yeah, I'm not, this sounds like not good. This sounds like not good. So I think I'm caught up with the show and tell. I think that's everything. Pretty much. So, yeah. Okay, let's take a breath. Just calm down. Let's just calm down. Take a deep breath. Okay. Whew. Okay, so what else can we? So I showed you the mini museum. I showed you this soaps. I showed you this. Okay, my bathroom is covered in shaving soaps. And I got 5 shaving brushes. So yeah, that's where we are right now. Okay, what can we talk about? Oh, all this European election stuff. Are you a fan of Wacky Packages stickers? Can I talk about Wacky Packages? When I was 4 or 5, that was like one of the first things I collected. And I have all of them now. And I even have the album. And I remember going to the stores with my dad in Bensonhurst and how they smelled. So I am such a fan. I looked up some original art, and it's like $1,500 or $3,000, some crazy, crazy number. Yeah, it's insane. But I grew up on that stuff, and I absolutely love it. It really touches its old place in my heart. Just going to those stores, it was so much fun. And then all the disappointment sometimes when you get a package and you have all the stickers in there already. I think I got the book and I filled it up. I have it somewhere in my house. Yeah. Yeah, Greg. So yeah, for you it was no, it's not the shaving products. I all the Ubers and the food and my trip, and the clothes. I still have those pants I have to resell. Yeah. And I'm going to Canada. Have you seen the movie The Lobster? I have not. I don't know why I should see it. Yeah, so like Greg, your money is like, okay, this is going directly to promoting this book and content. I'm out of Monster. No, I'm an anarchist. When people give money for a reason, I have to use it for that reason. Or autistic, whatever. But I repeat myself. Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Yeah, if only. Okay, what else can we talk about? It sounds bad is not an argument. You're a woman. I am a woman, thank you. I wish I talked to you at Mises U, but I ended up following Chris Carlton to a steakhouse instead. Your speech was a lot of fun. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you didn't talk to me. All right. What's this? Oh, this is for the. Should I? Okay. Fuck. What I want to talk about? I'm completely blanking. I am completely blanking. Oh, some of you asked about this project that Tom Woods and I have been working on for quite a while, and I saw it when I was in LA. I have to be cryptic, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, um, good times. Please speak for at least 20 minutes about anarchism in your politics. I'm not 20 minutes, dude. I do that. No. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I get more. That's first of all, I get more than that for 20 minutes. Number one is I do this every day on Nightshade, and I've been speaking about my anarchism all fucking week. I'm gonna apply that to the next time. Oh, transition. It's in the book. Technology is my, but I don't really have a good answer. I don't. I'm very big on. I'm not a strategy guy. This is what I hate. That's a very good question though. Use this for the best hand job you can get for $2. All right, if you got to do it, I got to do it. I'll give you no. I'll give you a very good answer. What you just asked about strategies. This is why I'm a big tent person. We're not there. I am not presumptuous enough to be like, oh, you have to do this. You can't vote. You have to vote. I try to have a happy life. I try to live good values, and for me, the only thing that seems to be working is technology. Um, and so I think that's going to be the approach. I think we've been having the same arguments since the French Revolution. So the idea that like at any time my freedom is going to be incumbent on persuading a big population that seems to me demented. Number one. Number two is it's also temporary. So if I am persuading all of America, a generation from now it could revert. Technologies are reversible, largely. So that is what. So when I look at strategies, I look at asymmetries. Here's another example. When FDR passed Social Security, he's quoted as saying, and I could be wrong, maybe it's one of his people, that once this passes, it'll never be able to be undone, right? It's easier to pass it than to unpass it, and that's the case with most legislation. So I look at things like that. What I really hate is when people are like, oh, both sides, or if there's two things, they're probably equal. They're almost never equal. There usually is an advantage on one side or advantage on the other. So I look at things like that, and I have that example in the book. You wanted 20 minutes, you're getting fucking 20 minutes. You're having that example of the book of censorship. And again, I always use this is my go-to example. That fact that you can make infinite copies of a book teleported anywhere on Earth at the speed of light for free is crazy and a reality. So and that is so for me, an example I use is like teleportation. Like it's easy to have me. I'm an American. You have to be an American. You're between these two oceans. If I could teleport myself, just like we teleport books, I mean, it literally is teleportation. Then it's much harder for the government to maintain its hold on my power. And right now, we're at a point you could teleport money. You could teleport cryptocurrency anywhere in the world at the speed of light for free. Started listening to the New Right today. Loving it so far. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you. If your philosophy is about having fun and joking, does this make you a facetious? No, it makes fascist. It does make me an absurdist. So that is my kind of a approach. And I also think it's very important to have a hopeful outlook, because without having a hopeful outlook, you don't have the motivation. And it's possible you can't get to where you want, but the idea that you can't get to a better place is a lie. So that's my approach. And and this is one of the big things I don't agree with many segments of the alt-right. The idea that the West is done, or that we have it so bad. I mean, if you look at the progressive era, Woodrow Wilson, FDR, the Great Depression, we got a ways to go before that. So I've actually been on C-SPAN before. They did it for Dear Reader. We had an hour. So I am very, very hopeful and very happy with the present. I mean, we're sitting here smelling dopey aftershaves for fun. Oh, and then hitting the spacebar for no reason. So yeah, I mean that's my situation. By the way, coming up on You're Welcome, I don't know if you saw on my Instagram, we have Joey Salads, Ross Ulbricht's mom, Lynn Ulbricht, and we have this week Ethan Nicole, who did X Cop. Would you say entrepreneurship from anarchists building tech startups and open source projects might be the best solution? Yes, I absolutely think it's and also the best solution is when you see something like PayPal or the banks trying to stifle and marginalize people, entrepreneurs realize, okay, this is a problem that has to be solved for. And the biggest way to look at anarchism, in my opinion, the most helpful way, is not that government is this or that bad or expensive. It's an engineering problem that has to be worked around because there will always be someone who wants to take some of your stuff and will find ways to justify it. And it's the same way in nature. No matter what species you are, you're going to have parasites on you because you're a resource. It's not, and I'm not using a parasite in a pejorative. Every person who is wealthy can be exploited as a resource. So the question is, okay, given that there will always be people who view you as a resource if you are successful, even if you're happy, they're just energy vampires, what mechanisms do you have in place to work around this? So it doesn't even have to be a government necessarily. So this to me is the right approach. And the idea that you have to try to sit down and convince them, this isn't discussion. You're going to view my life as your property, fine. I'm going to not try to persuade you. I'm going to put steps into place to make sure you can't act on these ideas because you will always find some excuse that's going to make you feel like a good person. Yeah, John Gilman, that's great. The net interprets censorship as damage and routes around it. Yeah. So this is my approach. I don't think open borders is suicide, and here's why. And I'm not an open borders guy, but I think the fears of open borders are overblown in this sense. First of all, the Trump election was supposed to be impossible according to demographics. If you said, I'm reading these older books, right? And they're talking, because in the 30s, it was class warfare. The idea that poor people are going to vote Republican is literally impossible. The idea that the South is going to vote Republican, it's impossible. Then you go, oh, well, it's different. And first of all, as if voting Republican is going to be great anyway. Let's just put that aside for a second. The point is, over time, things change for different reasons. If you look at the South, Bolsonaro, there's no reason, for an example, if you want to be demographics as destiny, there's no reason why. Do you think that Brexit will happen? Yes, I do. I very strongly do. There's no reason why you would have a Latin population that wouldn't vote for like Trump on steroids, because we've seen it happen in Brazil. So again, demographics is destiny. I mean, when you had whites, they were voting for Woodrow Wilson and FDR, who are far to the left of Bernie Sanders. And I also think at a certain point, then you change who has the vote. There's no reason it's inevitable that the vote will increase over time or that spending will increase. Well, none of these, the idea of these are inevitable. To me, there's no inevitability, especially when you're dealing with technology and smart people and things like this. So I don't agree with this destiny. Anytime you hear destiny, it makes no sense. Will the sea sponge be returned to Nightshade? Yeah, it's been back already. I was back on Thursday. So that I don't. We are going through a transition. How to integrate infinite information exchange into our human evolution. The future is bright. I finally understand all the world's a stage, so fun to watch. Yes, that's exactly my point. I could not agree more. I could not agree more. So, I mean, and everyone forgets the Cold War. I mean, half the world got liberated peacefully, and these were white people. I mean, it's so weird. My point with Bolsonaro is, sure, you're being smarmy, and that's fine. Snarky, that's fine. If becoming a violent war zone might let them get a full-blown Pinochet type, it's possible, even if I don't say likely, possible, that if things get a certain direction, that they're going to vote for conservatives. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And we have now data to demonstrate this. You're telling me Cubans who come from Cuba aren't voting hardcore Republican? I mean, I don't see it. And the other thing is there's a difference between people who vote Democrat who are leftists who are for welfare, and then leftists who read the New Yorker who are members of the evangelical left, which is an urban college phenomenon. These are not the same phenomenon. Capital National has an open borders. You just buy enough nation shares to be let into the country. So tell me why you think it's bad. Because I think government is inherently bad. I mean, that's all it is. I haven't looked into it, and I don't find it interesting. I'm sorry. And I'm a woman. So, yeah, it's and I think you also underestimate the power of the elites and demagogues to manipulate people. And it's just because right now the Democrats target, it's not going to be hard at some point for the right to gin up minorities against who they hate. This is not the idea. This is inconceivable to me. Is false. Whew. Getting sweaty. I'm getting all worked up. You happy, Greg? This is what you did to me. Look what you've done to me. Look what you've done to me. I'm on my. Oh, you awful man. There is a. Here's the thing. If you want to be full blown racist, and just be like, oh, they're always going to vote a certain way, whoever they is in your mind. The point is that certain way could be manipulated one way or another. So I think this racism stuff misses the forest for the trees. And I think the most dangerous immigrants are the smart ones who are very, who have, who are ideologues who come here, and fuck shit up. Whew. It was weird today on uh yeah, exactly. I mean, in all seriousness, let's ask a serious question. Who do you think would be more dangerous as president? Al Sharpton or Jeremy Corbyn? And to me, if you say Sharpton, I don't understand this because he's corrupt. He's a race baiter, but Corbyn is pretty much a Stalinist. I don't see it. Testing your theory, do you think technology caused the transition from monarchy to democracy? It sure as hell helped. I mean, World War One was the big transition, right? All the monarchies fell, and that was a result of technological warfare in World War One. How quick do you believe the culture could shift toward anarchist positive culture? I have no idea. Faster than you'd think, I think, because of social media and it's escalating things and forcing things to their logical conclusion. Is there a test to figure out if I'm a midwit? You're not. If you're wondering, if you're doubting your own intelligence, there's no possibility that you're a midwit. Midwits are positive. They're brilliant. So that's where we are with that issue. Whew. Good Lord. Oh, so did you guys watch the um midwit has a specific term. It doesn't mean someone who's dumb. It's someone who's marginally smart. You think the USSR won the Cold War as radical progressives can perceive as their proxies or as their ideological dead? I just mean the fact that all these Soviet techniques are being used in the States, such as the NSA, which is the KGB, enhanced interrogation, which is torture, and unlawful detention, things like isolating people and encouraging society to kind of denigrate them. But that's not going to be my next book. I know what my next book is going to be, and I can't get into it yet. I'm going to have to do a book proposal for that. Um, Under capital nationalism, everyone is a shareholder. No one wants to F things up. Do your research before you criticize. You're ignorant. You're asking me questions about something I don't know. And you're paying me money to answer. What do you want me to do? Of course I'm ignorant. I explicitly told you I haven't heard of this. I looked at it for 30 seconds. How could I not be ignorant? That makes no sense. Has the article on MLK's depravity on the Daily Mail come up in the stream? I'm going to talk about tomorrow, Nightshade. I already bookmarked it. All the people in the Rogan comment section think you're a far-left anarchist who's scared of the Nazis. Good. Let them think whatever they want. I'm perfectly fine with however people want to perceive me. It's, as RuPaul says, what other people think of me is none of my business. I feel great leaps in electricity transmission are needed before I fully buy technology as our saving grace. The current grid is just too vulnerable. I don't know anything about that. I would bet money you're right. And I also understand that this is something, once problem is identified, it's almost easy to kind of fix it. Colorado is a state that is split yet run by Denver. We have had 3 secession movements that passed, but Denver said we couldn't succeed. How do you recommend that we could put through the people's voice? I'm not interested in the people's voice. The people's voice, read the book. The people's voice is never heard, ever. There's no way for that to happen, in my opinion. I think it's impossible even in theory. The people don't have a voice or minds. What was I looking for? Hold on. Okay. Spiral of silence. Please discuss Canada following other countries. I don't know anything about that, Greg. Yeah, honestly, for those of you who are alt-right, and by alt-right I mean thinking race is as I define in my book, which I think is a good heuristic, thinking race is the most important or one of the most important issues. Do you really think, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say that in a sarcastic way, it just seems crazy to me, that Al Sharpton would be a worse president than Jeremy Corbyn? And if so, please explain that to me. Because this is something that seems obvious to me. When something seems obvious to you, that means you haven't given thought to it. So you need to hear the other point of view. So we make change through force? No, we make change. Yeah, technology basically makes force powerless. And make force inefficacious. Ineffective, yeah. Ineffectual, sure. Did Drag Race peak with Sasha Velour? It might have. It might have, yeah. That's the other thing. I didn't bring this up in the book. Is there a good source you know of that summarizes Camus' work? He has 2 books. Read them both. The Rebel and Sisyphus. Read them. Those are the 2. And then there's another one, which is something, three words. I forget what it is. Just read those 2. You're good. What was I going to say? I don't like Camus' fiction at all. At all. I only like his nonfiction. Here's the other thing, and I don't like getting into all right arguments because then it's about Judaism and then it's like whatever I say I can't win. As everyone knows, or not as everyone knows, just think for a second, before World War I, the big argument was, now again, they could be wrong then and right now. Let's be fair. The argument was the Anglo-Saxons are the peaceful, intelligent, civilized race, and the Teutons are savage, violent the Hun. And if you look at, they're out there raping women, they're raping everybody up in here. And it was this, so the definition of white has, now this doesn't mean there's no definition, blah, blah. I'm just saying, keep that in mind when it's just like, when things seem obvious. Because a lot of times when things seem obvious, it's very Jonathan Haidt. You start with the conclusion and reason your way backwards. I mean, again, the same population, the Germans, We're the Kaiser, and we're Hitler, and we're Weimar, and now we're Angela Merkel. It's the same people, genetically. I just came back from the gym. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I do look tired. Yeah. Whew. Oh, God, it's been an hour. Fuck. That monster really works. Um, well, let me just check one thing. What's this? All right. Talk about North Korea or shut the fuck up. Okay, I'll just shut the fuck up. Whew. Should be cool. God, it was so hot today. It was so hot here in New York today. Um, good times. Good times. What else do I want to show you guys? I don't know. Uh, oh yeah, tomorrow I don't even have Nightshade. Tomorrow we're off for Memorial Day. So I'm gonna have to cover on Tuesday. Tell us. Okay, so I run for mayor of my small town, hopefully make change in my state through our sheriff and divide the state in separate areas. Bradley, the cost versus benefit there is crazy. Like I don't, I don't, honestly, I don't know that most people at an individual level can do anything at all, other than like if, I mean, to be obnoxious, writing a book and being in all these. The fact that I'm talking about the cathedral within the cathedral. I strongly encourage you guys, and for those of you who are friends who are conservatives and maybe a little bit older, people who are a little older. I was on with John Gabriel. He's older. He's in his 50s. I don't know if that makes him a boomer or not. I don't think it does. Actually, it doesn't. And I'm just dropping red pills the whole interview. And I give my little, he asks a question. I have a little monologue, and he just goes, I agree completely. And everything I was saying, he's like, yep, yep, yep. And it actually, the interview was really great because it started with him being like, I heard about this NRX, Dark Enlightenment. And I'm like, ugh, what is this? This weird. I didn't do research about it. This was like 3 years ago, he said. And I latched onto that. I go, that's exactly why conservatives lose. Because you psychologically, and this is nothing wrong, and it's really unfortunate, and this shows how progressives rule culture, that if you mention a conservative personality trait, it sounds like an insult. So he is not interested in new phenomenon. Okay, that's just fine. We're wired differently. Some people like spicy food. Some people like interesting new stuff. Some people are like, all right, I don't need this shit. And yet, if you talk like that, it sounds like an insult because that's how we're all taught. This is the cathedral at work. And I said to him, the fact that you don't like innovative stuff as a conservative means they're gonna have that front row seat, and they're gonna be able to invest in the IPO, so to speak, and they're gonna have 2 years to get their claws on it. And this is a major problem for conservatives. Exit Voice and Loyalty by Albert O. Hirschman. And he's like, you're absolutely right. And I'm not saying he needs to change his personality. I don't think that's even possible. I'm saying there's one of the things that we don't talk about often, except for certain types. Bradley for Mayor Fruta. For certain types is how much of our politics is driven by psychology. And as for certain people, NPCs, they think it's ridiculous. They don't think how they think what they think. They're like, what do you mean? Everyone knows, right? Did you dip into any of Thomas Carlyle? I haven't. I'm not familiar enough with him. I was looking at an autograph book of his. I'm gonna go reading, but he is, of course, they always use him as their picture. He's a very interesting figure. Um, so if you're as a conservative, if you are ideologically averse, or no, psychologically, not ideologically, just viscerally averse to innovation, which is fine, you recognize that this is a problem. And he completely agreed. And I don't know that I have an answer. But this is something that conservatives, I have not had any pushback on this. When I tell this to conservatives, they're like, yeah, you're right. and this is a problem, and I don't. They don't. They're like, holy shit, this is a problem. And when you lay it out like that, and not as an attack, as like this is an issue for you. You know, if I'm diabetic, I'm not going to be able to, you know about good candy. How did New Yorkers view Trump pre-election? Um, as a loudmouth and kind of a goofy figure, I would say, what would be akin to Trump? Maybe like Don King would be a good example. So yeah. Whew. Oh my gosh. I'm glad. I'm shocked by how many people are enjoying the book. And I mean, specifically, if I donate to you and some coins fall out of the little cup on the screen, do you lose money? No, I don't. But they take 30%. YouTube does. I'm so sorry. Your apology is accepted. Did investing in the new right alt right this deeply save you from the whole bottle in any way? No. I was never tempted because being a New Yorker and going to Bucknell, which was all waspy, I was never tempted by that school of thought. And especially knowing where culture comes from in this country, like that was not tempting to me at all. Are you literally drinking the Kool-Aid? There you go. Oh, I'm getting out of breath. Did you watch Jordan Peterson's interview of Milo yet? Any thoughts on would you have Milo and you're welcome? I downloaded it. I haven't watched it. Um, I would have Milo on. I don't know. I wouldn't have Milo on. I can't. The skanks are having him on, and it's a huge fucking meltdown. I mean, he's really has the eye of Sauron on him. Can I get an endorsement for the first anarcho-capitalist mayoral candidate in Colorado? Absolutely not. I will never. Because I have to be able to say I don't endorse politicians, but I'll be glad to retweet anything you do. No, you want to see stupidity? I'll show you stupid purchase. D-Live doesn't take a kite. You should try it. Yeah, you're getting the first signed copy, Greg. So not only did I get a hippo leather belt, and I got it cheap relatively because it was defective a little bit, it's also a money belt. You can put money in it. I don't know how. I guess coins. Why you would need coins inside your belt makes no sense, but yeah. Ooh. Okay, great. I was about to explore the Carlisle rabbit hole too. Can't wait to hear your thoughts and compare. I think Carlisle is going to be very dated, is my understanding, and a lot of it is going to be idiosyncratic. Oh, I guess yeah, you could fold the bills, I guess. Yeah, you could. Why did ANCAPs disproportionately take bad red pills? Oh, because once you realize that you're being lied to, you unless you put the brakes on, you just keep sliding down the rabbit hole. I don't listen. I have 80 shave soaps in my bathroom. I'm not growing a beard. Like that ship is gonna sail for a while. We're not having that. Good times. Yeah, it is a shekel belt. Yeah, it's a decoy shekel belt to go distract from my other real shekel belt. I wonder what I would look like if I had a beard. No, I think I could pull it off actually. Huh. My favorite shoes and boots. I don't really. I've got my. I don't know. Your idiosyncratic taste is why we listen to you. Thanks, you Chip. Jew equals beard. Yeah. I use Harry's razor that Tom Woods gave me, which I know you guys laugh because if I'm going down the shave, but I'm doing one thing at a time in terms of experimenting. Have you ever met two seemingly ungay guys as Dave and David? What? Dude, your gaydar is shit. Sorry, Darren. He has Golden Girls pictures all over his house. And he had some fruit in there dressed like Willy Wonka. Tim Dillon, I did not know. That he does not ping my gaydar at all. That's fair. Do you know what? I'll explain this to you guys because then you can watch why it happens on Twitter. One of my new triggers, hard R, is Twitter is an interesting app. One of the things I do is if I have a tweet that has been successful, and by well, my favorite, I'm not big on sneakers and boots. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole. Um, what was I saying? I already completely lost my train of thought. I holy shit! I completely lost my train of thought. That is amazing. Oh, this is what it was. So, if my tweet is successful, by which I mean my current number is 150 likes, then I'll retweet it. Several reasons. One is not everyone's on Twitter all the time. A lot of people haven't seen it, and that is an objective metric that this is a tweet that people enjoyed. Number one. Number two is if you're shadow banned, that's another one. Those are like the two biggest ones. And just today, someone was like, Gee, Mike, you thought this was so clever that you retweeted it? And I don't even know what it was in reference to. Because I just saw the reply, and that was insta block. It's just like, yeah, if someone has a lot of followers on Twitter, maybe they're knowing how to, exploit the system a little bit better. It was so weird. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you retweet yourself. Don't you think maybe you should wonder why this person is doing this? It's not just an ego thing. Do you retweet during optimal calculated times? I don't. I just do it through. I'll do like two at a time, and then a few hours later, I'll do another two. So that's my. So next time you see someone do this, yelling at me on Twitter, I'm not gonna explain, but it's not ego at all. It's just about manipulation of traffic and followers. And I'm doing a metric as objective as possible. What do you find most interesting about H.P. Lovecraft? Uh, there's so much. His sense of nightmare lurking beneath the surface. Thoughts on EU election results? I haven't looked at them yet. I'm going to talk about it a lot on Tuesday. Okay, there's 400 of you jerks here now. What else do you want me to chat about? That's the other thing when people are like, what was it? The other one that got instantly blocked today? Oh, you say your quote, your catch, like my catchphrases, right? You say this too much. It's stupid. You are one data point, and since my audience has grown, many of them have not heard this before. People really think this is, and like with television, that there's a one-on-one relationship between you and the person who's tweeting. It's not that way. It's so bizarre. In your ideal society, how would we organize? There wouldn't be a we, and however you'd like. That I mean, that's not dodging the question. Like it's like saying in your ideal society, how would we dress? I don't know. I'm not a central planner, and that is one of the. If I talk about this in the book, one of the lies we're taught is imagine you're Stalin and vote your way accordingly. Trying to work through government is getting suckered into a game you can't win. Right. Think like an engineer. How does Denver inhibit you? Work around it. Amen, Matthew. Amen. Good night, Darren. Does Ethan Suppley know about hate speech the bear? I don't know what hate speech the bear is. Does Ethan? Yeah, I don't know. Anarchy. Okay, thanks. Bye. Have you read The Strange Death of Europe? I have not. Thanks for the love stream, Michael. Have a great night. Thanks, Bradley. Fair enough. How would you organize? I'm not. I don't. I. There's nothing stopping me right now from organizing if I wanted to. Right? It's. I mean, the government is not an impediment in my life, and I'm not interested in organizing. I'm interested in living my life to the best of my ability and putting out product like this and having my shows and writing my books. So I'm not interested in If you mean how would it, it's so I don't really know your question. Hoppa versus Peterson fistfight. Who wins? Good night, everyone. Hoppa's a big dude. I would go with Hoppa. Finish the new write on Audible. Hearing Michael narrate in first person, imitate his subject speech pattern puts the new write a notch above other audiobooks. Michael, please narrate your next book too. I promise I will. Unless it's written in somebody else's voice. Not even a question. Not even a question. It never even entered my head not to read this audiobook. It's in the first person. It has to be read in my voice. And also, I knew there were all these little jokes that a reader wouldn't be able to, say them correctly. So, and it was something I was looking forward to, even though it was hell. It's absolute hell. Excuse me. I'm glad my chest cold's finally clearing up. It's just allergies. I'm shocked by how well it's selling, the audiobook. Do you know what your next book is going to be about? I do. I do. I can't say anymore, but it's going to be building on the new right. It's going to be talking about the roots of the evangelical left. What are you most excited about this summer? My birthday. And yeah, I'm going to Montreal. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll ping the guys in a second. Do you believe our reality and consciousness could be stimulated by an advanced species? Sure, but I think at the end of the day, I hate that expression. I'm sorry for using it. Can I? How do I delete a live chat, a live stream? I think it would be indistinguishable from reality, so it's kind of like turtles all the way down kind of thing. I am not thinking past May 14th. Do you know what I mean? Like I just had a book out. Give me a minute, please, people. I will do some more troll strolls in New York. Absolutely. Why don't you do your birthday? That's so. You should do it. That's silly. You owe it to yourself. That's awful. You should. I bought the physical book, but Amazon was a day late delivering it, so I downloaded the audiobook. I don't regret it. I like the Cantwell voice. Uh, it was fun doing the Cantwell voice. Have you been invited to do a show like the Young Turks or Mar? No, I haven't. I'll definitely do a Troll Straw Montreal. People, it's very. To me, I can't stress this enough. Be kind to yourselves. If you're working hard, go buy something dumb. Buy this Garbage Pail Kids candy and have a fun little adventure. You owe it to yourself. It's really important to have positive reinforcement, in my view. It's so important because no one's going to be as kind to you as you are. You know what I mean? I highly recommend everyone pick up a copy of the audiobook, even if they already own a physical copy. TomWoodsAudio.com. Well, thank you. I really worked hard on it, and I thought I was proud of myself. It's interesting because like the first couple of chapters, I'm talking slowly because that's what they told me to do, and I think later I'm talking my normal speaking voice in the book. So, God, it's been an hour and a half. Good Lord. What's this? All right. Oh, Hate Speech the Bear is from Legion of Skanks. That's right. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I saw Hate Speech the Bear. What was up with Molyneux throwing shade at your book this week? Your guess is as good as mine. I thought that was very odd. I'm not going to speculate because I hate it when people try to impugn motives. It just seemed, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe this one actually is, I think, a valid one. If he felt the book was unserious, and he does have a serious approach to these issues, maybe he thought that would make this ideology or broader set of ideologies seem invalid. That would be a fair criticism of the book. Maybe that's what he meant. The idea that the left and universities aren't discussed in the book or that it's about Christopher Cantwell is false. That's false. When you make someone laugh, you give them vacation. Neville Chamberlain. Close. Your only person you have to live with is yourself. Yeah. No, use your Audible sub token. Please. Please don't. Yeah, if you get it for free, get it for free. More power to you. You know, someone today, let me get his name. They did something very, very nice, and this is the new ethos on the internet. And it's just amazing. I want to thank him. Where is he? Where is he? 1 second. Brian. He said, I got the audiobook for free. Can I PayPal you $20? That was awesome. And if not, that's fine too. No one owes me anything. Here's how publishing works. And everyone, I mean, I'm so stunned and flattered that people are like, how can I best support you? So I have an advance from the publisher. Until I sell X amount of copies, I'm not going to see another cent. I don't expect to see another cent. So however you get the book, at this point, more power to you. If Amazon ripped the dust jacket, send it back after you're done reading it. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. I'm very sorry to hear that. As a book collector, that would make me crazy. Absolutely outrageous. Did you record your full interview with Jared Taylor? I'd love to listen to his reactions to your questions. I did. No, if you get my book through a library, you're dead to me. Absolutely dead to me. Oh, by the way, who was I talking to about this? I forget. Um, the about the author for the dust jacket is wrong, and I yelled at them, and they said, who knows if it's true, that if it goes to another printing, they're going to change the about the author. So the first printings will definitely have a big difference. We'll see what happens. $420 of you, blaze it. All right. What else can we talk about? Do I have anything else to show you guys? Not yet. I don't think so. I'm gonna smell this urinal one again. I wonder if it's wearable. Oh, God. The more you smell it, the worse it gets. The more urinally cake it gets. My gains are terrible. My gains are absolutely fucking terrible. It's pathetic. It's like the one thing I would, if I had the one thing I would change the most about me. Um, will you ever release the audio of the interview? No, I think that's rude. I don't know what bibliotech is. I'm on Goodreads. So how many of you watched? Yeah, I'll just go. I'll just go to the CVS and get TRT. Glad I happened to catch your live stream. I'm a dimwit that doesn't read, but made it through Sisyphus this weekend. Fuck yeah! I hope it made your life better. Common projects Achilles low. Okay, what's this? I'll look it up. Oh, I don't like this. No, 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 no. Listen, you're talking to someone who has Ghidorah sneakers. I don't like basic sneakers. I like them to have a little something, anything. Like, let me show you the sneakers I was actually just eyeing today. And they're like very 90s runway, because they're like torn apart and put back together. But I'm like, all right, I decided against them, but like this is what I was looking at. Tips on writing. Yes, don't edit as you write. Write as much as you can in one sitting, or no, write a certain amount per day, and then stop when you have more in the can, and then go, and so you have a steady pace. And these are the sneakers I have. Monster King Puma set sneakers. Because I love things that look like other things. So these are sneakers I have that look like King Ghidorah. Oh, they're from 10 years ago, Jesus. Sneakers that I have. And then also these I have, Michael. Nike. I don't even remember. What are they called? I have these as well. These I have also. And these. So those are kind of sneakers I have. Yeah, because Ghidorah is a dragon. So they made Ghidorah into a sneaker. I love that kind of things that look like other things. It's just awesome to me. And also these I have, which are really, really great. No, they're not. What's the brand? What's the Japanese brand I have? Fuck. What are they called? I'm totally blanking. One second. I'm completely blanking on the name of the company. And I can't find them. All right. Appreciate. Gotta go. Peace. Deuces. No. They're, those Nike are $400? Really? What's the company? Whose portrait would you hang in your office? That's a good question. It might be William Lloyd Garrison. I have an autograph of his. I think that would be my answer. Because no one knows who he is, really. Actually, me and Ethan Suppley went out for lunch before he taped the episode, and there were two photos of Christopher Hitchens framed on the wall above us, which I thought was like this cool that Hitch was looking down on me, you know. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Damn, this Kool-Aid is good. Do you like Gucci sneakers? I don't think so. I'm not a label whore at all. I don't like big labels. I like things. Nike obviously is a big label, but I prefer things a little bit more obscure. Oh no, I don't like these at all. No. Oh no. Thanks for the lulz. Love the book. Getting my old man to read it now. Oh, that's sweet. Is Michael Monaghan as smart as he thinks he is? Yeah, he's really smart. He's really, really smart. The Gucci. This Gucci, I just goggled Gucci sneakers. It's a mess. It's a mess. This is not the business. Look up, here's a better. Oh, they're out of business. Never mind. If you look at gourmet sneakers, they're a lot better. There's different types of flashy. There's like Eurotrash flashy, and then there's like hipster flashy, and I like the hipster kind. It's like, oh, look at me, I can afford Gucci. No, that means you're no. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking down at you. Maison replica all black. An all black sneaker is not going to look good. I don't. Why do you like this? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. It's just these are plain black sneakers. I don't get it. You're sparking my autistic screeching. I don't. Shoes should not be understated. I totally disagree with that approach. Shoes should not be understated. Shoes should really kind of complement an outfit. I'll tell you what the Japanese brand is in 30 seconds. Let me get the sneakers. 1 second. The company is called Gravis. You probably haven't heard of it. They're Japanese. It's so hard to pull off tiki without looking terrible. Not maybe I'm not. Those I love. And I also have these. These are what I have for black sneakers. Black. Let me see. Let me find them. I got a pair of black Pumas that I was wearing in LA. Can't find them. They have these cool soles. No, that's not. Oh, here. Nope. Nope. I can't find them. I can't find them. All right, sorry. Hold on, let me find black suede Puma. Where are they? They were kind of tough to find when they came out, and now everyone praises them when I wear them correctly. All right, the cost of finding these is outweighing the benefit. Of course grown men wear sneakers. That's crazy. All right. Oh, let me look at blue suede Pumas. Maybe you're right. Suede sneakers are fucking awesome. Oh, these are bright. Ooh, these are so 80s. Look, these are more 70s in a way. Ooh, these are nice. Yeah, these are nice. Agreed. Okay, what should I wait? What do you want me uh these peppers? Okay, what do you want me to talk about? Hmm. I want to know. Oh, okay. So, who of you watched the Dave Smith episode? And what'd you think? I can't even tell you how I got laid in America. It's very unethical to out people. There's nothing really else to say. Let me give you another example. Let's suppose I knew that um, Lewis was having an affair. That'd be really fucked up to bring it up on air, isn't it? And there was more to it that I can't get into for the exact same reason it was wrong of him to do that. No comment. Okay. That's an interesting one. It's, you know what it is? It's doxing. It's basically doxing. It's the same thing as doxing, right? If you know someone's address or phone number or something about their personal life that's not public knowledge, you don't make it public. That's a great way to kind of think of it if people don't understand. And yeah, you could do it in the context of a joke, but you know what I mean. It's not. It's if someone wants it private, respect their privacy. I really enjoy seeing you navigate a moderate centrist. It was great. Ah, you get through Veep. It's the best show ever. It's the best comedy ever. It's not fine to out anyone. I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. The end. That's like saying, oh, it's fine to dox someone, it's fine to punch someone in the face if you've had people killed. No, because very quickly you become the Nazi. I don't play that shit. Please review on interesting documentary and Roblox ideas. I would love it if you guys talk to. Yeah, everyone. The distributist is not in New York, and he doesn't appear really on camera. I don't agree with you, Liam. That's all. The end. And I'm not interested in persuading you. I'm telling you where I think. Okay. The Rogan effect was I don't know. Yeah, the Bitcoin here. You can for the Bitcoin. I it's amazing to me when people don't know the situation start arguing with me as if they do. I assure you that none of you are you. Okay, I'm not even gonna get into it. I love the Tom Week. It's so funny. To every episode you do together, it's like you took this child's hand and walked to Neverland for the first. Well, that's amazing. Yeah, Tom and I have such great um, chemistry. It's a lot of fun. Neil, I love how Neil. Like, I'm gonna block you, and here's why. I highly doubt what Dave actually thinks. You don't fucking know Dave. It's amazing that people you don't know and don't met, you know what they think and you know what they know. Give me this. It's just one of my things I block people for on Twitter is like, oh, you know that blah blah blah. You motherfucker, you never even met me. Who are you talking to? Oh, I know what Dave thinks. Fuck you. You don't know shit. It's I've seen it with Tom too, where people are like, oh, what Tom wants, you don't know him. What are you talking about? It is so baffling to me. You don't know me. Yeah. All right. Oh God, I'll do this for another 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna bounce. Check one thing quick. That's a good line. Don't bro me if you don't know me. Yeah. It's that's really all it is. It is so fucking weird. Top restaurants in New York City want to have I don't have any off the top of my head. I'm not a big foodie as much as I should be. My buddy Jay knows all the good restaurants. Whew. What in a restaurant experience blows you away? I'd say when it's cerebral and interesting. So like Zenkichi is probably my favorite place. Okay. Sorry, buddy. I told you to stop talking. Thanks, Brian. It takes a lot to get me annoyed. Actually, that's not true. But like actually annoyed, yeah. Find 11 Madison Park is just fancy. I think it's more something like unique. Uh, is kind of what I would go for in a restaurant. Well, thank you. It is funny for me when other people get annoyed. I do enjoy the look on their face because it is cute. There's something endearing about it. I'm not gonna lie. Do you guys? I'll show you the guys the fish another time. They're in the kitchen right now. I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing on June 26th. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think in those terms. Yeah, Greg Morin sent me PayPal. He goes, buy an aquarium. I'm like, all right, I got to. So I went to uh, Petco and they had pretty good stuff. Fine, I'll find a place. Oh, the hagfish. Good lord. Oh my god, the hagfish. Oh, the hagfish. It was so bad. It was. I mean, it could be a lot worse, but it was bad. But now it's off the bucket list. Oh god. They also had live octopus there, which I didn't eat, but it's like I wonder how they keep it because octopus are hard to maintain, and they're escape artists. What's next on the bucket list? I don't know. I don't know what's next. Um, I am going to. What's like a bucket fish? Is there such a thing as a bucket fish? I don't think there is, which is surprising because there's everything else. There's a. I don't know. Human meat doesn't seem appealing to me. Yeah. All right. I'm going to sign off and try to finish reading the. Oh, I have to slide into Don Jr.'s DMs. You're right. I'm gonna wait until I see him being on. Um. Yeah. But that's not a bucket list thing. It's not like, oh my god, I wish I could meet Don Jr. Um. Okay. I will see you all later this week. I hope this show and tell was fun. Uh. Yeah. Thanks for all the support, and I'll keep you updated about uh all the book stuff. I'm back on with Matt Lewis later this week. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank Greg. Thanks for the fish. So to Greg M. So long and thanks for all the fish. I think they say like Douglas Adams. All right, guys. Deuces. I think they say.